I appreciate that, Chris. I appreciate the recognition. I think the recognition is really for our team. We've got over 1,000 incredibly talented consultants working with some of the world's largest retailers. So my thanks is really to them for it. But in terms of the work that we do, we're a data and AI consulting company helping many of the world's retailers better harness the power of their data. And what we think makes us incredibly unique is the portfolio of solution accelerators that we've created to support our retail partners.
Hmm.
If you look at a problem statement that you have, let's say you want to build a demand forecasting model, or you want to migrate your data from a legacy on-premise environment to a modern cloud like GCP. Historically, you've had two options in that space, right? One, you can go and buy a SaaS solution to help you do that. You can buy a Blue Yonder or any of these other demand forecasting solutions off the shelf, as an example. And those provide a ton of value, right? They're ready to go, they're out of the box, and they drive quick speed, right? But the challenge there is you're paying for that in perpetuity, licensing costs, ongoing fees, et cetera. And those models aren't going to be customized to your unique dynamics, your customers, your business, et cetera. On the other side, you then could say, you know what, this is a really important strategic initiative for me that I want to treat as a core differentiator in my business. And so I'm going to build it completely from scratch. And so you spin up a huge team and you build a completely bespoke product with the right workflows, the right customization built exactly to your business. The challenge there, of course, is time and cost.
Right.
And so what we've done with our accelerator portfolios, we've built out about 140 different retail use cases, both data science and data engineering, that we think are incredibly
That's
common
interesting.
challenges that
Yeah.
retailers are going to face.
Yeah.
We've built out the Lego block starting points to solve those problems. And so if we stick with the demand forecasting example, Chris, we've got a starting point in demand forecasting, our
Right.
champion challenger model that brings together your traditional multilinear regressions, your deep learning models like XGBoost, FBProfit, et cetera, as well as really modern techniques around demand forecasting, such as transformer models. And we're able to bring those to our engagements with our customers as the starting point to then custom development. And so instead of starting from a blank screen, you've got something that's 60 to 70% done. And we can then focus our time on that last mile adoption of insights, where we're building a custom full stack front end UI that's completely bespoke to the customer's workflow, as an example, to drive that adoption and drive the usage of analytics into their business. And so I'd say that's probably one of the biggest advantages that we have. And I think you see that come through in the recognition that we just got from ISG.
Wow, that's really interesting. And I just hit my computer. I got so excited. So I apologize for the bump there, everyone that are watching this video. But yeah, it's really interesting because it's a very different approach. And basically what I took from that is you're saying, like, don't boil the ocean. There are problems you can solve quickly and easily. But by the same token, the point I want to ask you about is that requires the average retail executive to be very thoughtful about their strategy and where they think the biggest bang for their buck can come from the right deployments in regards to what you're saying, which oftentimes is, I hate to say it, but different than how the average retail executive thinks. So how do you bridge that divide in those conversations as you're trying to talk through this with them?
Yeah. So I think a big part of our focus is on that initial data and AI strategy consulting and development.
Okay.
And so our work starts all the way back at the beginning, which is, do we have all of the right data? Do we have all of the right data in the right place? Do we have it in a modern cloud-based architecture that allows us to then put deep data science on top of the models? Do we have the right data quality algorithms in place? So we have trustworthy, certified data that we can put in the hands of our end users, and then assessing across all the different pieces of retail, from supply chain to marketing to merchandising, assessing where we are, what's our analytic maturity, and what some of our biggest opportunities are. And so through that work, what we're really able to do is then build out that data science roadmap for them, build out that enterprise data platform roadmap for them, and then focus on the areas with the highest ROI and the highest bang for the buck. And so if you kind of stay on that accelerator theme that I was talking about earlier in the demand forecasting space, with one of our larger customers, they're about a $60 billion regional retailer. They were using one of those SaaS platforms for over 20 years. It was costing them $2.5 million a year in licensing costs just to support that SaaS platform.
Right.
And they were getting inferior predictions which was leading to out of stocks, higher inventory carrying costs, and a lot of challenges across their supply chain. Leveraging our accelerator portfolio, we came in 6 weeks. We built the demand forecasting model that was able to replace their entire SaaS-based solution, and we increased the forecast accuracy by over 1,000 basis points, which had tremendous impact in reducing out of stocks and creating a better customer experience. And so through this portfolio, we're really able to rapidly help our retail partners address that kind of data science and data evolution roadmap.
Yeah, yeah. And